Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. As I promised y'all, see these nice plums I let set up for the last 4 days that I got from my Imperfect food haul. And I told y'all I'm gonna make me some plum jelly. And that's what I'm gonna do. It is a Sunday afternoon. I've gotten out of church. I've eaten my dinner. It's nothing else. It's hot outside, almost 95, 96 degrees here in Katy. It's really hot. Nothing else I do would rather be inside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just make me about 8, maybe 9, 10 jars of, I think I can get maybe 8 jars, I know, of plum jelly out of there. Just put it on the stove. I'm gonna tell y'all the process. Jelly is so simple. I don't know why people are so intimidated by it. You're gonna see it's so simple. This is the jelly I grew up to learn to hate. As I got older, I learned to love it again. We had so much plum jelly in my house, let me tell y'all. Around our house, in our yard, we had 8 plum trees. 8 plum trees. I have never picked up so many plums in my life. And one thing about plum trees, when the seeds drop, they're the easiest tree to grow. My dad used to take plum trees, leftover plums after we, my mama would do what I'm about to do. Take the seeds out of them, heat plant them. Plum tree come right up. All you need is a little water on it. We put a little chicken manure on it. It come right up. We had so many plums. We had yellow plums, which you don't see much these days. Yellow plums. We had orange plums, and we had these right here. Of course, they wasn't quite as big as these. A little bit smaller, but my mom used to make plum jelly like crazy. We had plum jelly, blackberry, which was muscadine. We had muscadine jelly and plum jelly. Those were the main 2 jellies we had. And we had jelly forever. She would give it away and we still had so much jelly. So I'm going to show y'all how to make plum jelly. It's very simple. All I'm going to do, y'all, is just take these little stickers off of here. I don't know whose job is it to put all these stickers on all this fruit. Every fruit has a sticker on it. Whose job is this? Lord, I hope it's the computer, machine doing it, because that would be a boring job. Like, what's your job? My job is to put stickers on plums all day. That'd be, I guess, if you're getting paid good, whatever it could be. But the only thing I'm going to do, wash these plums, take the sticker off, wash these plums really, really good. I'm going to open up, take the pit out of them, the seed. I'm going to leave the skin, everything on them. Put them in the pot. I'm going to use water. I'm using pineapple juice because it's extra flavor. Pour it in the pot with the sugar and let this simmer. Or let it simmer. I'm not going to even use the sugar. I'm not going to use the sugar until I get the juice out the plum. Once I get the juice out the plum, then I'm going to add the sugar, jell, and that's it. So main thing I'm going to do is try to get as much juice out of these plums as I can. And natural juice out of them as I can. And then we're going to make the jelly. It's very simple. So we'll be right back once I get the plums clean. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I got my plums here all clean. Y'all know what I'm going to do with these seeds? Leave them seeds right there. I'm going to do just like my daddy used to do. I'm going to let them dry out a couple of weeks. And in February, y'all, that's planting season, if anybody knows. In February, I'm going to put them things in the ground. And I'm going to grow me a plum tree. I don't know why I don't have a plum tree right now. I guess I got horror stories of picking up plums through all these years. But it gives us something for the birds to eat, my squirrels to eat around here. I love my squirrels. They really leave my peach trees alone. So I like my squirrels around here. They pick up all my acorns that fall off my oak tree in the front yard so I can walk in my front yard barefoot. You ever walk in your front yard barefoot with acorns on the ground? That is very, very painful. So my squirrels, I keep them fed around here so they can hang around when in the fall when the acorns start falling. They picks up all of them for me. So I pay them well to do that. But anyway, back to the jelly here. Okay, all I'm gonna do, y'all, this is very simple. I'm gonna pour all these plums in here, y'all. Peeling and all. I washed them all, like I say, and took the seeds out. And I'm going to fill this up with pineapple juice. And whatever else ain't got no pineapple juice, I'm going to put water in it. Now, my mom will use water, of course. But I use pineapple juice because I want to add more flavor. And don't be wary of pineapple. Oh, that's going to taste like pineapple. No, it's not. Pineapple juice is very neutral flavor. Like y'all been watching me enough. I use it in all my fruit cobblers. I've been doing it for years. It leaves no flavor at all. And people, after people do it, they taste it, they send me an email or message back that, oh my God, you were right. It doesn't taste like pineapple at all. You can use apple juice. If you're allergic to pineapple, use apple juice. That's another neutral fruit juice that'll bring flavor, bring the fruit flavor out in fruit. Don't use orange juice. I don't suggest using orange juice because it has such a deep dark color that it'll make anything you look very orange. But pineapple juice and apple juice, very good neutral fruit flavor to use when you're making anything with fruit. So anyway, I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. I'm gonna boil this about an hour, y'all. I want this here stuff to just cook down and be completely mush. Then I'm gonna take my strainer and I'm gonna strain and push every bit of juice out of this I can into another pot. Then I'm gonna add my sugar to this. Now the sugar content that I add might be different than the sugar content that you add. The reason is every plum is different. It's not as sweet. Plum is not as sweet. All the sweetness is not created equal in the plums. So you gotta go as the sweetness of the plum and the sweetness that it give you in the juice. So anyway, I'll be right back with this easy plum. I got my pot heating up there in the back. I'm about to sterilize my jars while this is going, get them all sterilized and clean. And this plum jelly takes no time to put together, y'all. It's a good way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Just go cut the TV on, watch a little baseball on the TV, and just watch my plum simmer. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back. Now I've let this boil for about 45 minutes. And let me tell y'all something. The smell in my house, every time I make this plum jelly, it just takes me back to my childhood. My mama doing this, it just, the smell just takes me back. It's like, oh my God, my mama making a plum jelly again. But I didn't appreciate it then, but I love plum jelly now, even more than I was a kid. I ate it as a kid, I loved it. But it's just, we had so much of it, and every jelly week, and my daddy ate the grape jelly, muscadine grape jelly, and we had to eat the plum jelly. So I guess that's why I didn't have a real love for it that I do now. But it just brings back memory. Now, what I'm about to do, y'all, I got a strainer here. A little fine mesh strainer, just like this. I'm gonna strain all this juice off of there, off this pot here. Let me put the pot over here, cut this off. And a little of it spill over there on my stove there. I'm gonna move this over here. And I'm gonna strain this off, y'all. Strain this off in the sink here. That's all I'm gonna do, y'all. Take this, get a ladle to start. And then after I get it really going, I'll pour it in there. But to start, I like to ladle it. Make sure I don't lose any. You see how mushy these plums got. So it's not going to be hard to strain this. And my mama, she never really took this, because the plums that we had were so small, y'all. She didn't have to take the seeds out of them as much as I, because these are so big, take the seeds out. And what I want to do, I want to take this and smash all this liquid. I'm going to show you a little more. Then I'm going to go off here and I'm going to strain this off. And I'm going to come back and show y'all what I got. So I'm going to take this and you want to push all that juice out of there, y'all. It's all flavor, y'all. All I like to do, get another bowl here. And put that, the pork, I call it, drop it into that bowl there. We want to get all that juice out of there, y'all. Every bit of it. That's all flavor. And I just pour that right into this bowl here. And I just keep going. And once I get it down to the end, I'll just pick this pot up and pour the whole thing in there. Right now I want to get as much of this out I can before I pour it in there manually. So y'all get a pretty much idea what I'm getting. And I'll be right back here, y'all. When I get it all strained, we'll go to the next step. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back here. Alright, y'all, let me show y'all what I got. Let me pour this in there very slowly. That's the juice I got out of the plum. See how red and pretty that is? That's what you want right there, y'all. And here's all the pork right here. I'm gonna just throw it away. I'll just put it right down the sink. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add the sugar to this and let it come to a boil. Now this, like I was telling y'all, I can just pour this sugar, and I know, I've been doing it so long, I can know by the pour, as my mama used to do, if it's enough sugar or not. But I am gonna taste it, because every plum is different. You see how deep color them plums got? The plum jelly? That's a perfect, good, beautiful color. Need more sugar, y'all. I'm gonna need the rest of that. I remember when my mama used to can. You remember sugar used to come in 5-pound bags. You don't get as much for your money now. It come in 4-pound bags now. But my mama used to go get, when she did her canning, she'd buy 20 pounds of sugar. She'd get 4 or 5-pound bags of sugar. I never forget it. And that's what she used to just get the canning started. We might have to go to the store and get more. Okay, let me taste it again, see if I got enough sugar. That's it, y'all. Oh, wow. This is so good, y'all. You can just taste that plum flavor. And look at that pretty color. A pretty color right there. So what I need to do, before I add my 2 boxes of sugar gel, I need this to come to a complete boil. That way the sugar gel can immediately activate and thicken this up. Then I can put it in my jars. My jars, you see, is all sanitized here behind me and ready to go. So the only thing I gotta do, y'all, is bring this to a boil. Like I say, canning is so simple. Like I say, it's just a Sunday afternoon, after church. I'm watching my baseball game upstairs. I don't have no crew here, nobody, just me today. Relaxing, making me some plum jelly. It don't get much better, right? So anyway, I'm gonna come right back. Once this comes to a boil, we're gonna add our sugar gel. We're gonna put it in our jars, and we're gonna have some plum jelly for the next, I don't know how long, till I give it all away. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back here. All right, y'all, I'm gonna add my sugar gel to this. Y'all probably wondering, what is sugar gel if you never canned before? It's just natural pectin, y'all. It's just natural fruit pectin in a powder form that makes the jelly thicken up. Now I'm gonna use probably 4 packages of this. 1 package is for 2. If you're playing along at home, 1 package of sugar gel will thicken or set 2 quarts of whatever you're doing. If you got 2 quarts of jelly mixer, this is a 6-quart pot I got. So I'm gonna need about 3 of these. So I probably put 4 to be on the safe side. So I'm gonna put 4 of these in here, y'all. And then it has to come back up to a complete boil. Put 4 of these in there, and it's got to come back up to a complete boil before it gets to fully activated. And I'm gonna show y'all, if y'all haven't seen before, how I test my jelly to make sure it sets up. And I keep this sugar gel, I buy this by the case full. I buy 20 of these at a time. Because I use so much, y'all know I can so much, so I don't go in the store and buy a box at a time. I buy the whole case. So I'm gonna cut this up here. Okay, that's 4 of them in there. I want to make sure this sets up. And this dissolves pretty easy, y'all. It's not like cornstarch or something. It's gonna that's gonna lump up on you. So the problem is, the thing is, to get this fully activated, you gotta bring this up to a complete boil. This stuff really have to be bubbling boil and to fully activate the pectin. So it's gonna take about 5 minutes for this to come back up to a complete boil. Once it do, I'm gonna show y'all how I test the jelly, make sure it's set up. Because there's nothing more frustrating. I did this, so I'm not perfect. I did this before. It's to put all your stuff together, put your cans and sanitize all your jars and put your jelly in your jars and put it on the table and set it up. The next day, that stuff is not set. You have to take everything out, pour it back in, re-sanitize, and it is so frustrating, y'all. So it's very important that you test it to make sure it's gonna set before you put it in the jars. I'm gonna show you how you test it to guarantee your jelly sets. But in the meantime, this has to come up to a complete boil. Once it comes to a complete boil, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna show y'all how to test this stuff and go from there. And you get people ask where you get the fruit pectin and the sugar gel. It's in the canning section where you find your canning jars. It's right over there next to the canning jars and the canning item in the supermarket, Walmart, Target. You know, any place has it. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back. Y'all see how this is boiling? Now, let me show y'all a trick. I'll make sure this is set up. I take a plate I have in the freezer. I put a little of this on the plate. Roll it around like this. Go around like this with it. See that? That's how I know it's gonna set up, y'all. See? See that? As that cools, look at that. And as it sets up more, it's gonna even be more gel like that. Look at that. See that? That's how I know. And the longer it sets, the more thicker it'll get. And that's how you know when your jelly is gonna set up. So what I'm gonna do now, we'll turn this off. And you can skim this. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I don't have to skim it, but I'm gonna skim some of this off here. It's gonna come to the side. I'm definitely gonna skim it off there. Sometimes this doesn't float to the top, depending on what kind of berries you have and plums you have. So I'm gonna skim a little of that off the top there, y'all. As it's boiling. Sometimes you have to skim it, sometimes you don't. So I'm gonna let that boil a little bit more. I'm gonna skim this off of here. This off of here. So I'm gonna be right back, y'all, and we're gonna start putting in the jars. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back here. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off, and all I'm gonna do, y'all, I'll take my little scoop here and just put in my jars. All the way up to the top. Get another one. Move this one over. Another one here. Let's see, pull a bit more. And this is a cup scoop, so I know how many I need to put in here, y'all. And this is a pint jar, so yeah. A pint is 1 cup, y'all. No, pint is. I got 2 of these cut here. Okay. All right. Y'all see what I'm doing here? I'm talking to myself here, y'all. Still on camera here. And this is what I'm doing. That's it. Now I'm gonna step off here and do the rest of these, and I'll come back when I got them all ready to put in the water. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back here. And all I'm gonna do now, y'all, I'm gonna seal the, put the lids on top of here. And what I was saying, I was having a brain cramp, y'all. I get so much stuff on my mind. These are little cup jars. These are half a pint, which is 1 cup. And these are actually 1 pint, these big ones. So I'm trying to figure out which jars you're actually using. The first thing I do, y'all, I go around. The reason I put the little seals first, because this is what happens when I actually sanitize my lids. Sometimes they get stuck together. So what I've learned to do is make sure I got all the lids on here, all the little seals on there first, the caps or whatever you want to call them. That way I know that I don't have two sitting on top of each other. Because I've done it before where I get the jelly and I put all the, I said, oh man, I got a seal missing. And the reason is because I didn't count it right. One here, and one here. Okay, got all that right. Now, I'm gonna go back. All I'm gonna do now is just seal the jars. Put the top on here. This is the hot part, because these jelly is hot. Put the seal on there, tighten it up, and then get it ready for the water bath, y'all. You get them all on there tight. See how pretty they came out, y'all? That's very simple. Like I said, this whole process didn't take about an hour and a half. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get them all sealed. And when I come back, I'm gonna show you how to do the water bath process, and we'll get this thing to bed. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, the final process here. All I'm gonna do, y'all, is stick these down into my water bath here. And like I say, y'all, every canning method is different. Some people like to completely submerge them, which I do sometimes, in the water. And I just do mine for almost 5-6 minutes. Some people do them 10 minutes. Some people do them 30 minutes. My mom did it for 5 to 10 minutes, y'all. She took them out, and that was it. But like I say, if you have any fear, well, I've never had people get sick from my canning goods. I've never gotten sick from them. I never got sick, of course, when my mama did hers. I really watched her inclusively and even ask her from time to time just to reiterate how she did hers, so I'd be on the safe side. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you can get somebody sick or even worse, kill them if you don't can this properly. So anyway, I'm going to let these boil for 5 minutes, take them out. I'm going to do some more, get all these processed, and I'll come back with the finished product that's finished. So again, like I say, make sure the cap is sealed. Everything's sealed. You put in the water bath here and cook this for, like I say, I'm going to do mine for 10 minutes a day. And get everything good and canned in there. Like I said, if you have any questions, go to canning time and temperature. Google that in your area. Everybody's different. Texas is different from Denver, Colorado because of the altitude. So every state, every area is different. So anyway, I will be right back once these are ready. All right, y'all, we are back. The jelly is done. And I did it in about an hour and a half. This whole process took. It wouldn't have took as long if I wasn't recording. It usually take an hour, the whole thing. But I got, how many I get out of here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 jars of jelly. I really could have had 18 if I didn't use the bigger 2 over there because I ran out of my little half pints. So I had to use these here. But yeah, y'all see how clear they come out? See how pretty that is? Hold this up. This thing is really hot still. I'm holding it by the edge. Well, that's plum jelly, y'all. It's going to set up. I go upstairs and just listen for that nice ping. When you hear that ping, that means it's completely sealed. I already heard a couple of them already pop. That means it's completely sealed, the jar. But like I say, y'all, this is very easy. Canning is so much fun for me. I love it. It's just like a therapy for me. Like I say, if you're in Dallas, Memphis, Tennessee, Katy, of course, Houston area, in my meet and greets, I'll be giving away some of my canned goods. I'll probably ask a little trivia question about my channel, about me, and see if y'all some real old school soul food family members or some imposters. But yeah, this will be definitely one of my giveaways. My peach jelly, blackberry jelly, plum jelly, grape jelly, chow chow. I even got bread and butter pickles. Yeah, and then of course my seasonings and other things. So anyway, just hope y'all enjoyed this video. And like I said, a lot of people, this video is probably boring. A lot of people is not going to can and all. They're just not into it. Canning is something that's fading away. And I don't know why, because you can save so much money if you utilize bulk vegetables and fruits and vegetables. You can can anything. And canning, this costs me, that costs $1 each, a jar. You cannot go to a farmer's market, a fruit and vegetable market, and get jelly under $4. Homemade canned jelly, preserved under $4. This costs me to make all this. It costs about 75 cents to $1 each to make. That's it. So, and this gonna, if I didn't give any this way, this will last me forever. But I'm gonna give all of them away except maybe 2. Of course, I give my mom and brother some, and the rest of them I give all away. I don't keep them. So anyway, if you like this video, like I say, this might be boring to some. A lot of people, like I said, are not gonna can no nothing. They're gonna go to the store and buy it. But I just want to show you a process. Hear that ping? Oh yeah, that's success right there, y'all. It's what we canning people call the sweet sound of success. So anyway, if you like this video, please share, please comment, please follow my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TV, Pinterest, Twitter, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2021, help somebody, Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.